Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is November the 21st. It is Monday morning. The market is now open. And before I actually start doing my, start doing some trading this morning, I want to discuss with you about the best method or way to actually check and see if your supply and demand strategy actually works for you. You know, a strategy that you may have developed or devised, or maybe using someone else's strategy. Kind of see, in time if it's going to actually work out, and see if it's a solid strategy that's going to allow for you to, to profit in the markets each and every day, allowing you to be consistent. So we're going to talk about, the method or ways to be able to see if that supply and demand strategy works for you, or if it's going to work. And, it's pretty simple in doing so. So stay tuned, watch the intro, and we'll jump right into the video. So what do you think some of the best ways to actually test or to see and to learn if your strategy that you use surrounding supply and demand works for you? Let's take a little step back. So we have to look at it from the same standpoint. When we're learning a strategy that will allow us to trade in the markets and provide us some consistency to where we can make money each and every day, because that's the goal, is to make money, right? But you have to be grounded in a sense of being able to do your homework to find out if that strategy is going to work correctly, right? So just as we were, coming about, growing up, preparing ourselves to leave home, to get a proper education, we had to spend a lot of time doing when we were in school, studying, jotting down notes, listening to lectures, or listening to instructors, or whatever the case is. So we had to, take mental notes for ourselves, study the material, go back, review again to prepare ourselves for what? For a test, or, a pop quiz, or whatever it may be, that will allow us to perfect, in a sense, kind of master what we've learned, and get that good grade, get that 100, get that solid A, whatever the case is, so we can keep our GPA up. It's kind of, in essence, the same thing, in trading, we have to be able to find a strategy that will allow us to be able to make money, right? But we have to train ourselves. We have to educate ourselves just as well. You just don't pull a strategy out of thin air and start, trading with it, whatever the case is. No, you have to first understand the markets and how they actually move. Again, I talk about market structure. Again, I'm talking about price action. But once you understand the core concepts or elements of trading, what do? You have to devise and understand certain pattern setups that you may see in the market, whatever the case is. And with certain strategies, you're looking for certain setups, right? And because that's what's going to allow you to be, profitable in the market. You're looking for setups, each and every day. The market's always evolving, but you're looking to use that strategy to capitalize when you see certain setups, the setups that you're looking for in the market, right? And the only way to be able to, see that strategy works is to do what? One, backtesting. And backtesting is going back, pretty much days at a time, weeks at a time, months at a time. And yes, it takes a lot of energy. No one really likes to do it. But if you want that strategy to work for you, okay, trading supply and demand, and you want to perfect something, I'm not going to say perfect where it's going to work 100% of the time, but, one that actually works for you to where you have a high win rate versus a high, losing rate. You always want to, your win to loss ratio should be, you should be taking a lot more wins than losses. But a strategy that works to where you can make money, make lots of money, through your journey of becoming a great trader, you have to back test. You have to put in the homework. I do it each and every day. As I'm trading through, during the session, I go back at the end of the session. I review the session. I look at my trade entries to see little hiccups, maybe where I may have not entered a trade correctly yet. look at the zones to make sure that, hey, was that a solid zone? So I'm looking at everything, as a whole. And I do the same thing on a daily basis to where I'm going back and I'm back testing. Even on the weekends, I'm back testing too. A lot of things, a lot of times, when I'm not either making a video for you guys for content with some, great content or information that I'm trying to put out there to you guys, or engaging in the Discord or doing my own live trading, I'm back testing. I'm going back and you're gonna never stop doing that. Even when you start to become successful, you should never stop just back testing. You always want to go back because the market is always changing to make sure that the strategy still works. And that's what I do. Because the market's always doing something different. For me, it's like a way of me going back and continuously educating myself and learning. Also, because it gives me a chance to be able to see, okay, the market's done something different than it's done, last week or last month, or it changes day by day. So we have to be on our A game when it comes to trading. So, and then you also want to be forward testing just as well. So back testing, forward testing, those are extremely important when trying to test and learn to see if that strategy that you're trying to develop or revise, or one that you've already put together, works for you, or one that you may have learned through a trading course, whatever the case is, or someone shared with you. You've got to back test, you've got to forward test, and you also got to, and demo trading. You have to be able to demo trade as well. I probably demo trade probably longer than probably most traders starting out, or new traders when I first started, because I was a little fearful. I just wanted to make sure the strategy I was using actually worked, very well, and which I already knew it did because I had spent many months. I demo traded for almost probably 6 months, guys, before I actually started, jumping into the markets, whatever the case is. So that was a long period for me, I guess. 6 months. But it's something about going, demo to live. When you're first starting out, it's like everyone, I'm sure, when you switch over to go live, you get sweaty palms and you really get nervous, and anxiety goes through the roof and all that, because you're trading with money. You're dealing with money, and no one wants to lose money. So your brain goes into more like a protective mode where you're trying to protect yourself, and it's trying to I guess in a sense calm you down, because you're at a high level of fear of losing money, and the brain goes into that protective mode of trying to relax you in the same sense. And because you have to be calm, you have to be relaxed when you're trading. We all know that, or you're going to make some big mistakes, because you have to be able to see the picture as a whole and everything when you're trading. Being able to study the markets, and that's something I'll never stop doing is studying. I'm studying every single day, whether I'm trading live or at the end of the day when I'm going back to review. Back testing, forward testing is something that I will never stop doing. It is key. It is essential to every trader's journey, and not just the journey to where you get to the point to where you're profitable. It's just continuously being able to do that day to day. You should make that a part of your routine on a daily basis, even on the weekends. And every little time, every little gap that I get during my day, or time that I get, or in the evening when things have calmed down in my personal life, I come to the table and I sit here and look at these charts, and I'm going back and reviewing sessions upon session upon session, and I'm back testing, and I'm looking at my strategy and just making sure things still work the same. The market's always evolving, and we as traders are students of the market, and we have to be able to, just like how we were when we came about growing up, we're students of acquiring information through means of becoming educated, so we can get where we need to be at in life. The same thing as a student, as a trader. We as traders, we never should stop learning. And you have to force yourself. Lots of times I don't want to sit here and look at these charts all day long. I mean, who does? I mean, who wants to sit there and back test and forward test when you could you could be doing some other things that are more pleasurable. Going to the movies, or spending lots more time with your family, running off to the beach somewhere, or whatever it is that you love to do. going out into the, it's sunny day, it's beautiful outside, it's going, sitting in the backyard or whatever it is you love to do, that's just something we have to do. We have to continue to educate and learn, all right, and making sure that strategy that we use. For me, my style of trade, like I said, is supply and demand. I'm a supply and demand style trader, but you have to put together the strategy that allows you to trade around those zones, or when price gets to those zones, and how to trade it. Okay, so but like I said, demo trading is very important. I did it probably longer than most traders have probably spent time, demo trading, because for me it was just, I don't know, I'm kind of like a perfectionist in a sense. I like to know over periods of time that something works out, and I knew that it was time. I just still was a little bit scared and jumping into going live. But when I did, went live, and the as each day went by, I found myself being more consistent and being more profitable. The fear kind of went away. It did go away little by little by little. So a lot of people ask today, how are you seem so calm and collected when you actually trade, and you sit there and you're, pretty spot on, and you know where the market looks like it's going to go, and you know where to get out at if it's not. That just comes with experience, guys. You have to learn that. That's just, you have to weather that storm. It's something that's not going to happen overnight. Every person is different, because we all program differently in a sense. But as people, our personalities are different. Our personality types are different. So, but in time, you will find yourself, just like in anything else in life, the more you spend time doing something, the better you become at doing it, and it becomes kind of second nature to you. So demo trading is an extremely important part of the learning process of making sure that a strategy you have actually works. You don't want to trade a strategy just for a week and you see that it works, and then I promise you that, because the markets are changing, it may not work the next week. That's why it's imperative that you go back. Look, the more you spend time back testing and forward testing that strategy, and you can sit here or pretty much say, like, on a daily basis or weekly basis, and you have some type of formula that you could use to calculate the occurrences of how often that strategy actually works, on a weekly or a monthly basis. That's going to give you the telltale sign, or let you know that how profitable you're going to be with that strategy, or how not profitable you're going to be with it. Okay, so, and then the last piece is live trading. That's the hurdle that we all try to get. Well, the place that we all try to get to. Like playing Monopoly, whatever the case is. Trying to see who's going to win the game. And being able to collect the most pieces, or collect the most money, or whatever the case is. That feeling of becoming great. When you get to that sense of, or level of accomplishment, because we're always, as traders, we're always trying to level ourselves up and become even better. You can't become stagnant as a trader. You have to continuously allow your mind to grow, to develop, because the markets are developing, they're evolving, and we have to evolve as well with the markets. Okay, so live trading, yes, you have to be able to get to that point where you become great to live trade and be consistent. You're not going to be perfect, but the key is being consistent and you're trading, as a trader, and if the strategy appears at some period of time that it's not working completely 100%, you have to go back to the drawing board, maybe tweak it a little bit. The markets are changing, so maybe you have to try to, tweak your strategy a little bit based on what the, market conditions are today. What the market is doing tomorrow, what the market is going to do, for what you foresee doing it, what it's doing the next year. So yeah, you just have to really be on top of your A game, guys, when it comes to trading. Sorry if you hear a dog walking in the background. I believe one of my neighbors is out walking their dog this morning. But yeah, I mean, the best method, guys, if you really want to solidly know, or the best way to see if a strategy actually works, spend time, not just one day, a week, or a month, back testing, forward testing, and demoing, especially when you first start off, doing those things. Now, even when you become successful and you start live trading, don't ever stop back testing and forward testing. Continue to do so, okay? Because, like I said, the markets will change, and it may come to a point or time where that strategy doesn't work out just as much as it did for you, last month or last year, whatever the case is. But just continue back testing, okay? It also helps you, it helps your mind stay fresh. It helps you continuously understand, because we as people, we have to kind of see things over and over to ingrain and to allow things to stay here, to stick, in our mind. Because I'm sure a lot of people, you probably experience this yourself, a lot of traders. When you take time off from, say, trading, okay? Again, the market's doing different things. You come back to it. It can be difficult to get yourself back on task or back on track. Because the longer we stay away from doing something, what happens is we start to lose a little bit day by day over time on how we should do it or what we've learned, and being able to apply it to the markets again, to our trading. I find myself suffering from that, especially when I first started the first couple of years. The more that we do something over a period of time, it kind of ingrains and stays there. But when I first started, the first couple of years, whatever the case is, going on vacation or taking time away from trading or sitting out, whatever the case is, and I'm not back testing, and I'm not, because even back testing, you're even though you're not trading live, you're actually going back and making sure, you're going back, you're going back historically in time to see and make sure that strategy, the setups you would take on a daily basis, going back and looking for those setups and patterns in the market or whatever the case is, to make sure that strategy upholds and it works, continues to work. And the more you do so, the more your mind, things start to ingrain themselves in your mind. So that's what, for me, back testing, it just really allows me, and forward testing really allows me to just stay always in the market. My mind always staying fresh and understanding, never forgetting the strategy that I use on a daily basis, whatever the case is. So, and making this video content just as well, trying to share, my experience, sharing what I know, sharing, what I use pretty much that allows me to be profitable in the markets each and every day. So, and that's the why I do it, because I want to be able to share information to help others that are, that want to become great traders just as well. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys in this video, guys. I just want to let you know that, just don't ever, for one, don't ever give up on the journey. Push forward. And, again, once you have a strategy, and just don't start trading live, Spend time to perfect that strategy so it will work for you. If you got a great strategy, just perfect that strategy, Stick with it. Don't deviate from the strategy. I see that happen so many times and time again. People, they have a great strategy and then they try to slide over here and use something else, and then they start messing up what they've, kind of devised or developed, and lose their touch on how to trade that strategy. So just be consistent with your strategy. Don't forget how to use it, continuously back test and forward test and using it every single day, and allow it to become part of who you are, not only as a person, but so that you never forget how to trade that strategy, but, make sure you trade that same strategy each day, as part, and, incorporate into your trading plan. Now, some people have multiple strategies they may use. For me, I just pretty much trade the same strategy. I believe that for me, one strategy is good enough. Some people have a couple in their arsenal. That's fine too. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up and get over and start doing some live trading with my own personal trading, guys. I need to get into the market. I haven't taken one trade this morning. If you're interested in joining our Discord session, guys, please find the link down in the description portion of this video. I will show you our Discord right quick. We have well over 700 members now. Not 700. I'm sorry, guys. Not 700. Well over 600 members now. And we are rocking and rolling. And if you're a futures trader and you're interested in joining, all you have to do is find the link down to our Discord down in the description portion of the video. We have two channels. We have the general chat channel and then the trading floor channel. The trading floor channel is for anyone that's interested in coming on board, taking part in our live trade sessions where we talk about the markets, basically sharing, zones or levels of interest that we all look forward to sharing or sharing our trade entries. The general chat is for if you're a futures trader and maybe you have a question about something that you want to ask some of the fellow traders or fellow members on the community. Feel free to do so. So it's more so like a question and answer type forum. You can share information as well, just as long as it pertains to the markets. But again, the trading floor is if you are actually trading during the session and want to join us and share information, surrounding levels or zones or trade entries that you're looking to take, whatever the case is. So that's what that is. I'm on there. I share information as well. So come and join us. Find the link down in the description portion of the video. But that's all I have for you guys today. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.